What up, channel? It's Foreplayy, and this is an iGame. In case you guys don't know what iGame is, this is where I take a competitive game and or scrim, tournament, whatever it is, and break it down, what I was thinking, my thought process. However, this is a disclaimer. This was the laggiest game I've ever played in my whole entire Call of Duty career, and I've been playing for a long time. So these kids were playing from a cruise ship, sailing from Antarctica, and it was outrageous. So we're going to go ahead and get right into this. Hope you enjoy. All right, here we go. So we're going to start this round off. I'm going to spawn in a little bit late, which is horrible on this map just because you want to get map control, but it ended up working out for me. I spawned in late because I was trying to get my capture card to work, and it went in black screen, and I wasn't going to record this game, but you're going to notice how laggy this is. At the beginning of the round, I didn't really realize it until things started to get crazy. You're going to notice the game is legit skipping for me. Hopefully it shows up to where you guys can see as well in the YouTube, like on YouTube as well as it was for me in the game. I was getting legit so heated, so frustrated. I was going to make this a listen-in so you could just hear me complaining and screaming, but I figured it'd be better to break it down and let you know. So on this map, I used to use a Vector. I switched up the SMG game so much because I just like certain guns for certain maps. Like on Octane, for example, I used to use a Bison for when I get top hotel control. And now on this map, I switch it over and I'm using a TAR so I can get those medium range gunfights so I can get inside the windows. In this game, we're going to actually lose, not the whole game, but we're going to start losing at like certain points in the game where we're down rounds, we have to come back and win. And for me in a GB match, I don't know if you guys have ever like heard me on listen-ins or heard me on live stream. I can be an asshole, you know, to my team. Not like in terms of, oh, I hate you guys, in terms of like step it up, you know, like I don't want to say motivational. Sometimes I'll go over the top, you know, because I really hate losing. I've said this before. One time my grandma was beating me at checkers, and I slammed the board down when I was like 8 years old. That was a bad moment in my life. But anyway, I'm gonna get some crazy kills here, or some easy kills here that really helped me out, because when you're playing on a laggy host like this, you have to try to play smart because it's the only way you'll get kills. Every kill that I got felt so skippy. I don't even know if you can tell because it's YouTube, but the host felt like I kept like skipping back and forth. Just like that, I know you can see it, and it was just horrible. So I'm going to break down what we do when we're tied 1-1. I generally play the same thing on defense. I normally try to play, look how laggy that is, man. God. I try to play the inside of the B, whether it's actually inside the bomb zone. Sometimes you'll see me do a front a front rush through what would be the blue hall, just to try to switch it up the best that I can, because when you're playing the SMG or the shotgun roll inside of the B zone, you have to make sure you switch it up, because a lot of people are going to try to isolate you in this back staircase, and you really don't want to sit there, because if they turn this corner or that corner, then it's not going to work. I'm putting mad shots in him. In there, somehow I got 2 lucky headshots on this crazy host. I remember I was freaking out, and you know how when you do something, you're clutched out of your mind. You're like, yeah, baby, because I was just so hyped because the game was laggy, and I started off really well. So I'm going to get a quick 3-piece there. The only reason I went to ladder room is because I didn't expect him to think that I was still like laying on the bomb zone, or like I didn't think he'd think I would commit all the way to his ladder. He probably thought that I ran back and went back to the staircase and stuff like that. Plus, there was a high possibility that I killed the bomb and he had to rotate back for that too. So in this round, we're gonna try to take over the B bomb zone. I'm gonna try to go underground or up the ladder. Sometimes I'll go underground if I'm using a Bison, because when you challenge that shotgun head up, it's really hard to win that. Especially, I still can't believe shotguns are allowed. You're going to notice me running down here, and right here, once I see there's clearance, that means I have their whole backside of their spawn, which is amazing to me. And once I get this, most of the time we're in pretty good shape. Instead of actually committing towards their A side, what I wanted to do is take over their catwalk. I'm going to see a guy hiding on the outside. I'm going to end up getting that kill, and then shots are being fired on the inside. I'm going to see him run by eventually after the lag, I guess, goes away. But I don't know if you saw him near the window or whatever, but my teammate actually called him out and said that he was backside in the spawn. So yeah, he's going to rotate back, and then I'm going to see him on the staircase. I'm going to put 50 billion shots in him, and he's still running away. And then I want to rotate back because I thought he went blue hall. My teammate called out B dom, but I don't think that he could have made it to B dom in time. He kills him on the yellow steps, and this is where it can get frustrating on a laggy host in a 1v1 situation. I know I just need to try to get the bomb, put the bomb down right away, and quit trying to mess around with this kid. And of course, right as I try to plant the bomb, he's gonna come and kill me. It was a risky move, and yes, like maybe I should have waited a little bit. But if I would have got the bomb down, then the tables turned, and I think I could have went out to the ledge right there and played that zone really well. So you're gonna notice the next round, I'm actually doing really well on a laggy host. I'm 7-2. I end this game 14-5, which doing these 13-minute commentaries, by the way, whether it's an iGame or any type of breakdown style video, it can be extremely difficult. I don't know how many other competitive YouTubers out there do these 13-minute gameplays, but for me, it's hard to break down every round because a lot of the stuff I'll do similar. Like you'll notice I did the same defensive round last time because I wanted to see if they would challenge again. They didn't end up challenging, so now I'm going to try to go up top. Yet again, you don't want to wait up top too long, and once your teammates start saying they're going A or they're calling out shots are fired over there, then you want to make sure that you stun the backside because a lot of people hide over there. Sometimes I'll accidentally run smokes on certain classes and I'll stun. And I'm going to end up throwing a nade right there. Not going to get any hit markers. And right here, since they all committed, I just want to rotate back and not give them a chance to be able to rotate back over and get top control. I know I need to try to go big here because they're probably going to try to put the bomb down pretty quick. A lot of the times when I'm crossing, I'll slide really fast just so they can't see me. One of their guys is going to see me. I'm going to see the other one run away. I'm going to end up dying right away. Not much I could really do there in a bad situation. What I would have done or what I should have done is taken over green control because I didn't know what gun that guy had in the back. And obviously he had an AR. 9 times out of 10 you're going to lose that because there's not really much you can do with an AR staring down your sights, whether it's green hall. Anytime an AR plays the halls, especially in domination, it's extremely difficult to get hall control without smokes or anything like that. So yet again, my teammates want to go A. I tell them I'm going to fake smoke out towards B or I'm going to fake stun towards B. Instead of doing that, I just want to scope down their blue lane. They're going to end up stunning over there. I'm going to get someone trying to commit B dom. I'm going to wait for that guy, whether he's down low or not, and then I'm going to end up taking over their underground control again. And what I want to do is get to their side of the map again. Once you're on their side of the map, you can pretty much control what you want to do over here. Right now, we're in a 2v2. I tell my teammate, stay alive. Listen, I'm getting map control. I'm going to go clear out their offices and try to come up behind him. He's going to end up dying, so putting me in a 1v2 again. Sloppy shots on that kid, but he ended up killing one, so I was in a 1v1. I'm sorry, but... So, yeah, we're sitting at 3-3 right now. I'm sitting 9-3. Trico's 2-4, and Repulse is 2-4. In these type of crazy games, also, whenever the host is bad, don't try to do too much. My biggest problem when the host is bad is I try to get the game over with. And sometimes it ends up biting me in the ass because I'm challenging those things that you never would win. And it just ends up hurting me more than helping me. So in this round, instead of going underground, this is a rush I like to do. You can only do this rush if you notice they don't have any ARs on the backside. If they have ARs on the backside, it won't work. I'm going to end up shooting across map. See, they got A. Right now, we're up 3-1 in terms of people alive. All of us are alive. They have one guy, BS Warrior, who's up. And I just got a lucky kill there, especially on a laggy host. I was getting a lot of headshots this game. I don't know if you noticed before, but I was just getting some crazy easy headshots. So I'm sitting 10-3 right now, pretty good. And right now is another thing. Technically, it's a 4v1 because he has to work against the clock. A lot of times, teams don't make the clock get used enough, and they try to make too many plays. They will not be able to clutch on a round if you get it down to like 20 seconds. You know, that's one thing I tell my team. I was like, listen, we're at 40 seconds. If you get this clock down to 20 seconds without dying, there's no way he's going to kill 3 people in 20 seconds, plant a bomb, or whatever he has to do. So I'm going to see him go up. I'm going to try to pre-nade inside. You can tell I'm lagging like crazy. Yet again, this was the craziest game I've ever played in terms of lag. He tries to plant. I'm going to end up killing him. I thought there was one more alive at the time, which I look like an idiot right now on this video. And I thought there was one more alive at the time, but obviously there wasn't. And then I tried to play it off by looking cool and laying down. Yeah, you can see how laggy it is just by me shooting. I don't mean to keep like talking about it and reiterating it, but it was just insane, legit. So we're going into what would be a crucial next round. I'm not sure how many minutes are left. There's still about 4 good minutes on this commentary that we got to run through, so try to bear with me if you can. But same thing going into the offense. Sometimes what we'll do is if you run smokes, we'll do like opposite side smokes. So you see here, like if my teammates, if they would have went B, sometimes I'll go to A and smoke over the top of the building towards green, and I'll smoke over that to try to pretend or get someone to commit. If you can get someone committing or rotating over, that's one of the easiest kills you'll be able to get. So it's kind of like a mind game. A lot of times I'll be like, hey, you guys go B. I'm going to fake smoke or fake stun A. And then sometimes it'll work in your favor because what you can do is real stun on a rush, and they'll be like, they don't know if that's a fake or that's real or not. So a lot of it does come down to mind games. Right here, you're going to notice I'm kind of watching the flank in that situation, because if someone would have came up behind us, he could have ruined the whole situation. Like, we would have been done for. So right now, I'm in a 1v3, and the laggiest host ever. I'm not really going to do anything and win that round, so they're going to end up tying it 4-4. I believe this game does go 5-5, and then we get some crazy last kills, which is really frustrating in itself. I don't really like the way that gun looks, the AK. I'm not a big fan of the AK. The iron sights. I used it a little bit. I used to have a teammate who used it, and I always thought the SC was so much better, or the Remington if you're an AR user. I don't know. Why don't you guys tell me your thoughts on the AK for those of you that use it competitive? Do you like it? Do you think it's like I'd say longer range? It's just harder to hit. You know, like the damage is good. Don't get me wrong, but the longer range, I just think you can be so much more accurate with a Remington. I'm gonna see that guy up top. That guy legit just got dominated. He was pre-firing down the blue hall, or he was already set up towards me. I'm going to end up rotating in here. I'm going to see him in the window, pick up a good kill. And just like that, we're in another 3v1. My teammate's going to pick up the last kill. So now we're going into what is like an ending round if we can win it. It's harder when you're on offense for this compared to defense, because you got to make them plant the bomb. So I believe in this round we're going to end up going A, because B wasn't working for us. I could be wrong. Obviously, like, I didn't rewatch this before I commentated over it, but if I was smart at the time, I would have said, you guys go A. Yeah, so we're going to end up going B. Looking back on this is good that we're actually watching this together, because if you're ever in this type of situation and B isn't working for you guys, then definitely try to get that A side control, because with that A side control, you can smoke out and just try to get that quick plant. I'm going to see him L-trigging the stairs. I legit hate when people play like that. That bothers me so much. I used to get killed by a shotgun right there the whole time. So right here, Repulse is in a 1v3 situation. He's going to end up getting that kill, and he has the bomb. Right now, they think he's going to be planning B, so he's trying to get to A as quick as possible, trying not to get caught in sprint on the rotate over, and which is a smart play. He doesn't really know where they are at this point in time. If the guy is sitting back robot, then it would have been really hard for him to get this bomb down. But he's going to end up planning it and then trying to get to a spot to where he can end up playing smarter and like trying to pick him off the bomb zone and do whatever he has to do. He still has his tactical and his lethal grenade, so he's actually in a pretty good situation. If this was me, I would have used those. He has a problem with not using them as much as he should. Like right here, you bank that off the wall. You don't try to hit that nade. I would have personally banked that off the wall. And if not, I probably would have saved it, to be 100% honest. He's going to end up turning this corner. They see him. He's going to pick up one. And the other guy just defused the bomb, so not really much he could do. Right now, we're in a 5-5 situation. This is the biggest round. I hate being in this situation because this is how we lost regionals. It was 5-5. We ended up choking. And this is the worst way to lose a search and destroy. And it happens so much, especially at events. So right here, I'm telling my team, hey, listen, make them plant the bomb. We'll do whatever we have to do to try to win. And I'm going to end up trying to play my down low spot. And instead of committing in, I'm just going to lay down. Hopefully, he commits down the stairs. And if not, if he doesn't commit, then eventually, I'm going to rotate over and try to listen to the bomb plant. But something was telling me that he was not going to plant the bomb right away, so I really wasn't worried about it. I thought someone was going to commit on the stairs, so I'm just going to wait it out. He easily could have planted the bomb on us. Shariko's going to end up getting a huge first kill. That kill is definitely a big kill, because if he wouldn't have got that, there he's going to die, so we know that they're at A. And this is where you have to play extremely smart, because if he turns that corner, kills me, they're going to win the round. 100% they would win that round. I'm going to end up killing him. I see him. I try to run away. And right now, you're going to see Repulse gets the kill on a kid trying to commit on me. So that is this whole game. 14-minute commentary is done. I believe it was 14 minutes. Feels good to do that whole thing. Hopefully, you guys got to learn a little bit of the rushes I do, a little bit of my mindset, whether it's on defense or offense, and you get to see how I like to play. So 14-5 on the laggiest host of my life. Until next time, this is ForePlay, the ForePlay gang, a little bit of Team Envious and the Gamma Gamers. Peace. What up, ForePlay gang? Thank you guys so much for putting up with me for 14 minutes. That was a crazy long game. I hate doing iGames that long, but also it helps me not only get to be a better commentator, but it can also help me learn to talk longer without doing more ums, which I am trying to get away from my ums that I've been saying too much. As always, video top left, video top right, favorite, comment, like, subscribe. Get at me on Twitter and say what up. Until next time, take care.